So even the police have turned up. Let me know in the comments if you ever seen something like this before. It's like a one-seater possibly. And welcome back to a brand new video. So today we're in Cleveleys because there's a car show on, and hopefully, you know, it shouldn't rain. The forecast is a little grim, but nevertheless we're going to capture some of these amazing machines which have come from all over the country. So come and join me on this a bit of a special day. So what we're going to do, we're going to start right at the very top. You can just see the rain is absolutely pouring down, which is such a shame for, you know, a wonderful event. So we're going to be darting in and out of shelters and waiting for that break in the rain. So like I said, we're going to start it off right at the very top and work our way all the way down. So just near the little clock tower as the rain pours down, you see the RS Turbo. You got the Porsches. There's a lot of makes I don't know. As we just move around, like I think we're going to have to take a bit of a shelter at the moment because it is absolutely tipping down. Look at these. It's like these are probably American muscle cars, probably. Look at that one. So like I said, there is plenty on display. US Force. Look at the size of that one. Pickup truck. So this Ford is an old Ford, this one, and it's all the way. You see the number plate there, San Francisco. And like I said, they don't make the cars like these. I keep saying that many times. But just look at the wonderful colours on a lot of these. Look at this one, Rickman, the old Chevrolet. Look at that, the chrome grills, amazing. So this just reminds me of Herbert. You ever seen that film Herbert? And they have the beetle. It just reminds me of that, and that's one for the books, isn't it? When you see the little mini cars just placed at the back as well. That's some project, that one. So as we venture down Victoria Road, you can see it's like being in a candy shop. You know, if you're into your cars, it's like being in a complete candy shop. So we'll try to get as much in as possible. And this one was here last year. I remember this one. That was here last year. And again, there's some fantastic. Look at that one, Chrysler. That is a big machine. The old Lotus, they're a nippy little thing, and my passion, the old Land Rover. They don't make them how they used to, and there's a lot of farms use things like this with Defenders in the military. So I think we'll branch off just to the right, have a bit of a look down there. This is the old funeral car. This is the magnificent selection of the TVRs again. Like there used to be a place in Bisbane which is sadly closed, which used to service all the TVR garage. And they sort of closed the doors, or the guys who was doing the upholstery closed the doors last year. It's just brought through, you know, look at that Cortina. So I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Like, unfortunately, the weather is against us as we just move further down Victoria Road, but there is some absolutely amazing machines on display, and it's definitely worth the visit. And hopefully, you know, like I said, one of your favourite cars from the past is on this film. So we're going to carry on a little further. Hopefully the rain holds off for this one. So it's always a fantastic place, Cleveleys. It's one of my favourite go-to places, and sort of events like this, they have all the little stalls outside, and Care for Cleveleys, another great little charity. They do amazing work. So it's gonna keep moving down. So like a little squashed up, like a little camper van, that one. Look at that one. Look at that Dodge. So you see a lot of these, you know, are from abroad. The MGs. Another wonderful car. As we weave our way. Down through. So the sunshine is coming out a little bit more, so that'll bring more and more people out.
Really?
So again, some magnificent machines. How well kept is that one? Look at that, not a spot of rust on it, and the chrome wonderfully polished. And the Austin and all the Rovers, sadly that went under. Rover, who remembers them? Again, look at this one. What makes that one? Let me know if you know what make this one is. I haven't seen that one before. So again, you got all these stalls selling sort of the coffee, the ground coffee. Look at that one. Another one. All sorts of little stalls along this section as we move further and further down. I said, you know, the sun looks like it's going to break through, but it's predicted rain again. Look at this one. That's a tempting one. Let's whip the camera in and you just see all those wonderful selection of cakes. That makes you hungry this time in the morning. And you got another TVR there. That's immaculate condition, that one. And the Porsche just behind it. And these are the Scanias, and these are left-hand drive. So these are tall, all over Europe, I'd imagine. And you just see the number plates as well. And these won an awful amount of trophies. You just see the trophies in the window there. Amazing machines, these. So this section is the Fylde Coast Mini Meets, and they're on Facebook if you want to go and have a look at those, and some fantastic minis. Look at these, you know, ranging from the latest all the way down, you know, to the old Mini Clubmans. And just as the rain starts to pour down, so I think a lot of people are sort of delving under the shelters. And you see another one just rocked up. Look at this one, SNB 775R. That's an old one. They don't make the minis how they used to, but like I said, there's lines and lines. Or shall I say, there was a huge row, shall I say, of minis. And we did see this one yesterday, this like little chopped down one. It's a strange little one there. And again, one there, look at that. So they don't make them how they used to, and these are more the modern ones. So like I said, the row goes all the way back for the minis. Great display. So I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Plenty of wonderful cars in a fantastic exhibition. What better place than Cleveleys to host something like this? So let's just move the camera round to the right side, because there's an awful lot of cars just on the sea line, on the lower deck, shall we say, of Cleveleys. So we're going to have a bit of a look at some of those, but there's some wonderful machines on display, and I'll pop a load of pictures at the end of the video for you to enjoy a bit of a close-up. Hopefully one of your favourites will appear. Let's go and have a bit of a look just at the lower decks. So a lot of these are a bit of a mixed bag. You got the Fords, the Volkswagens, and as we sort of just venture around, I did see a wonderful, hopefully I can see it, a wonderful Austin Metro. Remember those Austin Metros back in the day? Even Skoda. So Skoda used to have a really bad name, but they've improved, you know, over the last sort of decade. Skoda and Lada. And to be fair, I used to have a Lada. It used to be a Lada Nivea Kozak, and that was a 4x4, fantastic off-road. Look at this one. Look at you've got the latch on the bonnet. That's an old one. As we move on, it's got like a bull horn. Looks like on the front. Is that like a horn or something? It's an unusual one. So it sort of spirals. You can see how many cars are on show. Look at this one. That's an old one there. So what I'm doing, I'm going to speak to the owner. Jason is called, of this wonderful little machine. He's going to give you a bit of history on this one.
Yeah, so it's a replica Cursor. There's not many available. There's probably just over 100 ever made. This is a twin-seater, so it's less than 10. There's no real figures about how many were built because there was a supposed fire with all the paperwork and blueprints. Yeah, it's a very quirky, dangerous car to drive if you want to have a bit of fun.
The prices on this, Jason, or is it like
it's too little to value it, you know.
Yeah.
It's, again, it could be anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000. It's what someone's willing to pay at the end.
How many is in the UK, do you think?
No idea. Figures again. Like this is number 66, but like I say, there was a fire supposedly, I think it was in Belgium or Germany somewhere, and all paperwork, all history is gone.
Really?
Yeah. So trying to find it is, it was built in Kent in the 80s. That's about all you can really get. There's a lot of pictures of this actual car online, but again, it's lived its life in its collections.
Yeah. How long have you owned it for?
Just over 12 months.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're not going to get rid of it, you're going to keep it?
This is going to a garage. This is going to literally live in a garage for the rest of its life. I'll use it when I can, but it leaves it in a garage. I'll never get rid of it. Well, when I'm 80 years old, I'll still try and climb into it and drive.
Brilliant. Well, fantastic. Thanks for that, Jason.
That's all right. Thank you.
Take care. So there is that little Austin Metro, and doesn't that bring back memories? Just sitting alongside the little MG and the camper van, Volkswagen camper van. 3 absolutely amazing machines of their days. So there is the end of today's video and the end of Cleveleys car show for another year. A little disappointing about the weather, but you can just see how grey the skies are, and I think the heavens are just about to open up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you some wonderful pictures of some of the great cars what managed to turn up today despite the gloomy weather. So I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button to keep up to date with all the events and videos we make in Blackpool and surrounding areas. Until next time, look after yourselves, take care, and it's a bye from me. Bye bye.